check. My check. My check 1-0. My check 1-1. My check 1-2. Can you hear me, people? Ekuta Miami Wagbai Toyo. Oh my word, man. Oh my word of Miami. Them say, hey. Anybody will complain say Frank Lampard they don't give him time should pump me. Calm down on Miami. I say why? They say, are you aware that Frank Lampard is the 5th longest serving manager since Roman Abramovich took over? Since when that man take over Chelsea Football Club or Gade, this man is the 5th longest serving manager. So why are you guys complaining after 18 months? They complain say they don't give him enough time. Or Gade, calm down. Oh my word, man. The former Chelsea midfielder, yes, he was in charge for 18 months and also in charge of 84 matches. Let me break it down. Only 2 tenures of Jose Mourinho, the first and the second one will come, and also the likes of Carlo Ancelotti and also Antonio Conte. They're the only manager will last past Frank Lampard. Are you aware? Oh my word. Like my grandpa will always say, if you overlook crime, it will become what? A tradition. If you overlook crime or Gade, it will become what? A tradition. Them know they shout up NEPA for London. Amako here can never ever be Malaysia. Aki and Popono they play basketball. You know why? Why it has 2 branches and a long tail? If you know, you know, but you don't know. Welcome on board on Tuesday edition of the program, 20th of January 2021. There is always a lot to serve on the show. Only if you keep it on to dial 107.3, baby. I'm not alone. I have Archie David right here, and together we'll be dishing out information that you all can bank on, giving you in-depth analysis that will never ever lead to paralysis of Miami. Welcome aboard, Archie David. How you doing?
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Cosmos. Good evening, Away. I must tell you guys that today is Tuesday, the 26th day of January. And one thing we actually thought about January is we thought that January was going to be January 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, but
this is the shortest January in history.
January in the history. So it's a wonderful day to be here while we actually talk sports here. So today's edition of the program is going to be super explosive.
All right. We pray that it's also a wonderful day for the people there for Olubo. It's not. Yeah, please, in case any of your, if you listen to me now and you they hide, because just hide well. God knows why everything they happen, and I'm sure at the right time. But sometimes we don't need to leave everything for God, though. You need to do your own. If you put one pail of water now at a particular point, you need to say they pray. Karashika, shawashaki, kukuge, keke, shawama, Titus, jakpanla, yes, chizoba. You pray finish. That water no go move unless you move am. May God help us. May God damage our ignorance. If you know, you know, but you don't know. Conor McGregor must serve a medical suspension of up to 6 months, Arch David, after his knockout defeat by Dustin Poirier at the UFC 257. The Irishman was stopped in the second round on Abu Dhabi's Fight Island and has now been forced to sit out for a maximum 180 days due to the injury that he sustained. Now, Conor McGregor said that his legs swelled up. The bitter like persuasive crayfish for relief market. He said, my legs swell up on that day. Hey. And then the ferocious barrage of what Poirier did to him. 180 days. That's the result.
That actually serves him right. One thing I just don't love about Conor McGregor is that after he talks too much, and after making all the noise, after doing all the bragging, this guy just beat him like one small boy I used to be during my, when I was growing up.
So you're a bully.
Yeah. No. Can
I say yeah?
No. Okay. Yes. I'm a bully.
There was some boys portion of bully. There's a part in the Bible where bully are going to
where. We are going to heaven. We are going to heaven. Even the Bible says that violence that the kingdom of God suffer violence, and therefore the violence taketh it by force. So we violent people that used to bully people when we were kids, not now. We are going to heaven straight.
Okay, so Conor McGregor, he has met his match.
Yes, he has met his match after an exciting opponent, and after being an exciting opponent, 180 days.
He's out of it. That'll be like a person will go enjoy heke. Just one day enjoyment, 9 months prison. You know the result, right? Enyimba coach Fatai Osho has a lot of relief after masterminding his side's first away win of the 2020-2021 Nigeria Professional Football League season yesterday. They won 2-1. Yes, at the struggling Adamawa United on Monday. But then the outcome of during his press conference, we know that the likes of Anayuwala and Emo Obos were the goal scorers for him. But then he said it was a splendid performance from my team. A lot of fatigue also, and we were able to fight that. Now in the midweek, we were in a lorry playing against Kwara United. A lot of traveling. Now this took a toll on the players. Yes. Listen up, pay attention, Ogade. And for them to have struggled and maneuvered their way and get the result, it is quite commendable. Say, hey, the long distance won't apply, no easy, you. My brother, who go see, play this thing finish, travel this long distance finish, cause he pick up a maximum point. Wow, it is not easy playing in Nigeria Professional Football League. If you make you day older than your age, let's listen to Fatai Osho giving us his complaint list. Ogade, talk to us.
A lot of relief. I mean, we've not been doing too well on the road, and getting a win here is an inspiration going forward. It was a splendid performance. A lot of fatigue also. We were able to fight that. I mean, the midweek we were in Lorry, a lot of traveling. I mean, this took a toll on the players, and for them to have struggled and maneuver their way and get the result is quite commendable.
It is quite commendable. That's why I tell people say make our players like Mikel Obi or the other one make a call it time for Nigeria League. She Mikel Obi go on they follow the team. They travel from here to Jericho because we say one play Nigeria Professional Football League. Knowing how the road be that they kidnap people. Oji David.
Well, for Imba, it's a good one that they are back to winning ways. You know, going all the way to Adamawa United and winning by 2-1. That's their very first away victory of the season. This has actually gone a long way to actually support this Imba boys, and you know we know that they still have a match in hand, and hopefully yes, the results will keep pouring in and pouring in and pouring in for them. For me, it was a very fantastic win. You know, on the road for Imba, going all down to the northern side, talking about Adamawa United and picking up maximum 3 points.
All right. For Enyimba, the next game will be against Katsina United, who will hear that Badwin Bazwaye will be the gaffer of the side. They don't demote the other coach, so Badwin Bazwaye is now in charge. All right, I think I shared that on my personal WhatsApp group, but I'll be in our bar on Sunday. Let's look forward to that. But then, on the other hand, following not too impressive performance of the Nigeria Professional Football League side, Warri Wolves. Guess what? The management of the team, they've slammed the team coach Evans Ogeyin a 2-match ultimatum. You know, say before now, he be like Koros. Hey, he's not performing well. We want to take 3-match ultimatum, but this one they even go only 2 match, and the next 2 games will be against Dakada FC and Plateau United. Will he keep his job?
It's going to be very difficult for him to actually keep his job. Playing against Dakada,
16th on the table,
16th on the table, and also playing against Plateau United, whom the team has also been telling the manager and also Abdul Mekaba that he's not doing quite well, bound out of the CAF Champions League. So for me, it's going to be very, very difficult for him to keep his job. But I wonder why we keep saying things like this in the Nigerian Professional Football League. At some point, you see that a coach is actually giving 5-match ultimatums, sometimes 3 matches, sometimes 2 matches, and you know that these are just the rusty stages of the league. Because we know that these guys, they've not been in competitive action for about 10 months when football was actually in lockdown, and right now football is going to take a slow start for them to actually hit their peak. But we know that this football administrators, they know how to do the football business. So we just wish Warri Wolves the very best. But for me personally, I feel it's going to be very, very difficult for him to stay on that job in the next 2 matches, considering their next opponent, which is Dakada FC and also Plateau United.
You know, they lost the last game at home.
Exactly. So okay, it's very difficult for them.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you why they give them this 2-match ultimatum and 3-match ultimatum. Because every match day for home, they must give referee money. Mama Nkechi envelope. They must give. You go come to the highest bidder. But if you can't give a Mama Nkechi envelope, your players no still sabi to play. Sometimes you go blame the referee now. You go now blame the coach. You understand? That's how we roll. If you no give Mama Nkechi envelope for Nigeria Professional Football League at home, you cannot win. Let's talk about our opponents. Yes, on Sunday, Akwa United, LMC has fined them for gross misconduct in the ongoing season. What did they do? Okay, they calm down. Listen up. Now, some members of Akwa United contingent accosted this one na grammar na follow, they harass, they insult, they ruffle the match officials as they make their way to their changing room immediately after the match, in the process of which the assistant referee too sustained injury to his head and face. So because of maybe they draw at home, they can't verse, because they can't para, they can't insult the referee, and then referee can't get injury. Aqua United will just play against on Sunday, and their coach come here, complain, say they're rubber. After they don't do their own there, it's all good. Now, the acts, according to the charge, amounted to a breach of Rule B82.1, .21 rather, which states that failure to ensure adequate security for match officials, and also seal 1.1 misconduct of the framework of the rules of MPFL. Consequently, the following sanctions has been imposed. Number one, because of this what they do now, they go fine them 1 million naira for failure to ensure adequate protection for match officials. And number two, be a fine of 500,000 naira extra for harassment of match officials. So if you harass a match official, or 500, but for failure to protect them, or 1 million, that's 1.5. Now, furthermore, LMC also imposed another 1 million naira to be paid as compensation to the match officials. So they will give the referee 1 million naira, where they're supposed to even give normally. They give, and even if you don't beat referee for match, that they give. No, I'm not joking. That they give normal. An additional 500,000 naira for misconduct capable of bringing the game to disrepute. Yes, an additional one. So if you put all of these things together, you don't enter almost 1,155. That's about 3 million naira. Wow. For Aqua United, they have also been issued a censure with a warning say, make una not try am again. No. If una try am, when I go see what is senior Biati. If una try am, when I go collect your number, ask him some information of first. That's I thought it says. Okay, now let's break this down. You know, so many done the talk say, hey, okay, they don't find them. Are they going to pay? Are they no matter what they're supposed to be saying, they're supposed to, okay, as soon as sanction and now. Yes, we know that they are given 48 hours of the mandate of the notice to either submit to the summary jurisdiction and the sanctions or face a commission. Now, that aside. But on the flip side, with a plainly going to get prize money. They've been playing for season in and season out. Every match day, to execute any match for Nigeria professional football, you need between 2 to 3 million to execute match. And you know they expect anything to come. Should be later they come to say he go reach. I think is it 70 million or 35 million? 70 million if you win the league, and then they will not check your position. Now, this fine, what they will do, that I know they will do is they will wait until the season end. The money they're supposed to give you, though, from there they deduct them. But if to say a normal thing, what they're supposed to do, just may they pay the money even before the next game. I know saying a change, we understand. May they pay the money even before the next game, or they deduct points from them. If not, they will continue to the harass referee. David.
Yeah, it was a very, very bad thing, you know, when we actually see players and match officials actually harassing the referee who actually officiated the game. I was there in the stadium, and you know that right from the coach, yes, the coach of this Aqua United side, Kennedy Boboyi, he was very vocal. He was shouting. He was screaming at the referee.
Aqua United players. Yes. Let me tell you all something. You know, I did not see the first half of that game, but I got into the stadium second half, and the reaction, what I saw from the guys on the bench, including Undo insulted journalists.
It actually started from the first half.
Yes, I was there in the first half.
I was there in the first half. Now, that was when it started. You know, any infringement that the referee actually goes, before you know, those players at the bench, because we were just behind them, they started shouting, they started yelling. Even the pressmen, the journalists that were there behind them, they started shouting. And someone was like telling them, why are you guys shouting? Well, don't you know that a journalist here might just, you know, take this report or, you know, record what you guys are doing and send it to the LMC, and before you know it, there's more ban and more sanction for you guys. And the next thing, immediately after the match, they started harassing match officials, which was totally unprofessional. Okay. I never expected that.
The harassment of match official was at their own ground. They also tried to do the same thing to just gather the referee, but for here they no fit do them, of course. Now we dey home. Now my point is this: if to say that game on Sunday, now open door, say they no close door, the game no dey behind closed door. The attitude I saw from Aqua United players, including Undo, walai, they for collect too.
Sure. They for collect. Sure. Because
the price market.
Sure.
Sometimes players also need to be disciplined. When you travel away from home, whether good or bad, not be you going to make the noise. They have channel, you have video. Take your video, take it to the LMC, follow it up. If there's a sanction that will be meted, it will be done that way. Because what at some point I even had to tell some of the players, "Oga, calm down now. This thing no make sense when they do like this now." If you get some people say their temper feel high, they go slap una. And if they slap una now, when they complain say now fans of Heartland beat una. Whereas now start am. But then what I'm saying is, yes, it's behind closed door. But if you manage to find your way inside stadium, no matter what anybody do to you from the team, Oga no react to. If you react, na Heartland will suffer. Am I communicating? I just did. And for Kennedy Boboye, because of that talk where he talked last, I played his voice yesterday, in the morning and also in the evening, where he would complain about the officiating. He attacked the referee, he was vocal. Yes, he has been slammed 250,000 naira. Say, now you should be talk, now you should be precise referee, 250,000 naira, gone. Now also, for improper conduct again, imagine after match day 6, Katakata don't full everywhere. That's why they call them Nigeria Katakata League. For improper conduct in the ongoing season, so far so good. The hammer of LMC also don't fall on the head coach of Jigawa Golden Stars, Gilbert Okpana. Yes, Gilbert Okpana is the name of the coach. Now the gaffer was alleged to have refused to participate in the post-match conference after the match involving his team and Aqua United. Okay. Now we also he was also found to have blamed the match officials for poor handling of the game. Now for Okpara's conduct amounted to a breach rule of B6.27, which means participating in post-match press conference. Paragraph 7 of the Appendix B conduct of managers, which means after matches you must grant press conference. I be want talk something, but if I talk this thing now, it go put some people for trouble. Yeah, make them no talk. But you must grant, whether you win or lose, David, before we go for this break.
Yeah, sure. That's the right way to do it, because even when we say let's copy and paste from, you see Barcelona, Chelsea, they lose matches and the coaches are always there granting press interviews and also taking news from journalists.
Okay.
Darling FM.
more time, all day. Good evening once more. In case you just tuned in, the program remains Sports today on Darling FM 107.3 and Cosmos, the son of Chukwuemeka, still remains my name. It will never, ever change. They call me small but a big angel. Ororo Fakonga, Baba Wado, the sport evangelist. One of Imo State, my people, my yummy leg can destroy master. All right, I'm not alone. I still have Arch David right here. And before we went on that break, we're talking about the coach of Jigawa Golden Stars. For those who don't know, they happens to be our next opponent to go play them in Kaduna. Talking about Heartland Football Club. That will be on Sunday. And right now, Gilbert Okpana, that's his name. Oh my word, this man has been fined 250,000 naira for failing to honor match day to honor interview, post-match interview. Yes, Greek come out, come talk. And aside that, he also made some comments towards the referee, and they captured that one. Right now, he's been fined 250,000 naira, and the courtesy of that, and he has been banned from MPFL matches and activities for a period of 2 games, 2 matches, commencing from the next fixture, match day 7. So what this means is Heartland Football Club will play them away in Kaduna without their head coach. Go there. Yes. All right. Hope we've learned from this, Oji David.
Yeah, we've actually learned from this. Because we know we just want to do copy and paste, and we want to copy the writings from Europe. Even when Football Club de Barcelona loses, Real Madrid loses, Chelsea loses, Manchester United loses, the press and the coaches always get to interact. Even when Thomas Tuchel actually lost the Champions League final, he still spoke to journalists. But here in Nigeria, the reverse is the case. Once you win, you are happy. You are granting press interview anyhow. But once you lose, you are saying referee.
Okay, it's all good. Let's talk about Derby della Madonnina. We have AC Milan fans, yes, in Imo State. They're plenty. At least I know about 2 Inter Milan fans. Yeah, I know about 2. But for AC Milan, I know about 10 of them. 10, yes. Tonight, the grass will surely suffer at the San Siro. Arch David, Inter versus AC Milan. For those who don't know, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, he has played for the 2 sides, and then him and the Sati Romelu Lukaku, both of them, they've scored 30 goals combined in 2020-2021 season tonight. But tonight, both of them, they will trade tackles, they will lock hands. The guys will surely suffer tonight. Derby della Madonnina for the second time this season. Yeah, this is the second time they are meeting. Now, for those who don't know, the Swede, talking about Ibra, he scored a brace to help Milan win their first game since 2017 against the Nerazzurri. Yes, Inter called the Nerazzurri. And that was when Romelu Lukaku also scored just 1 goal to make it 2-1 for the Rossoneri. All right, okay. Listen up, people. Listen up. Now, the 2 strikers, they are locked on 12 goals each in Italian Serie A this particular season. So far, so good. But Ibra, oh my word, he has only played half as many games than Lukaku. Lukaku don't play more games than Ibra. But then they are both locked on the same number of goals. Yes, let's also tell you that the Belgium, talking about Lukaku, he couldn't help Inter qualify for a place in the last 16 of the Champions League. And Inter, they were eliminated from the European football for the rest of the campaign, focusing solely on the domestic success, which means they don't get distraction at all. Coppa Italia, and then they're chasing the league title. But for Lukaku also, he scored in the round of 16 against Fiorentina. Yeah, if you remember that one. While for Zlatan, he has yet to open his account in the Italian Cup because he has missed most of them due to injury. Now, after the Derby della Madonnina in February 2020, if you recall, Lukaku scored the last goal in a 4-2 win. After he scored the goal, when they beat AC Milan, he went on Twitter. Ogade went there and wrote, "There is a new king in town." Hey, oh my word! In every bar, there is a pa. After he scored and beat AC Milan, he got and said, "There is a new king in town." Now, let me also remind you, 8 months later, after having helped Milan to win the derby in October last year, Ibra replied to his former Manchester United teammate. Yes, Ibra now went on social media again, called and say, "Milan never had a king; they have a god." Oh my word! These 2 guys tonight, man. Yogo Yingi. Zlatan has scored 9 times in 15 games against his former club, Inter Milan. The former Juventus striker has been on the losing side in 7 out of the whole games. He has played 15 games, man. Oh my word. The big question is, where will the pendulum swing? Derby della Madonnina Urge David.
Well, it's going to be a very, very interesting match. Anytime that these two guys actually square up, we know it's lots and lots of firework. And when I used to watch this particular game a few years ago, we know that without fans, man, football has actually taken a total dive down. That excitement when you're watching this very, very
the mosaic.
Exactly, when you're watching this static game, at the iconic San Siro Stadium, the vibes that it brings, the blue side of Milan, the red side of Milan. The atmosphere is always very, very crazy. When I mean very crazy, it's very, very crazy. But going into this particular game, AC Milan has actually been doing quite fine this season, and about all the matches they've actually played in the Italian Serie A, they've only lost 2 matches. And for Inter Milan, Antonio Conte has actually brought about good football in that particular team. Inter Milan has not been a team that has we can actually reckon with in the Italian Serie A, but right now Inter Milan has become a very dominant force in the Italian Serie A, and also for AC Milan, it's going to be a very, very interesting
game.
Who
are you giving it to? Quickly, we need to move.
AC Milan.
AC Milan. All right, you big our guest. So we'll open the phone line. Let's go straight to Spain, where Barcelona players they while I tied apart for Barca, yes, their players they've not yet received a payment where they supposed get in December. Barca. According to Cadenaco, they've revealed that the club were unable to process the salary payment for their squad in December, despite the players having agreed to a temporary salary reduction at the club's behest. That aside, Barcelona also, they've released a one-off shirt to be worn in El Clasico, which is on sale on their website for an eye-watering amount, £80. Right now, because they want to make money, if you go to Barcelona official website, you will see the jersey. Just a one-off. Now, only the clothes they go wear against Real Madrid for El Clasico. Yes, Oliam. How much is it? Let me tell you, £80. Converted to Nigerian currency, that's about 42,018 naira, 85 kobo. If you want to buy this jersey, original one, the one they go wear against Madrid for El Clasico. What are you waiting for? Go and help their life. They don't get money to pay players. They are owing about 19 clubs. I say Heartland Team B. And the shirt was President Brit to come model the jersey now Puyol, Carlos Puyol, fantastic defender during his A days, and we can't wait. So, but then the clash will go down in April, and there is also a match shirt version on sale. There's another one match on sale, and that will see the most loyal and dedicated of Barca fans have to part with close to buy that one. This one only for dedicated Barcelona fans, but to purchase this particular one, it will go for £130. This one supposed to enter almost close to 100 and something thousand naira. Yeah. So, but that one, the quality don't be here. But if you go use that detergent to wash them, Now, talk about Barcelona. They are still owing 19 clubs a whooping sum of £112 million. IOU. Yes. Then some of the players don't even do the club again, but they still owe. They never pay finish. So this kind of thing they happen for Europe.
Yeah, it does happen. It's everywhere, but it's all about the way they actually manage it. Here we don't manage it very well, and that's why it gets to escalate, and everybody, even those who are not supposed to hear it, get to hear it. But yeah, they manage their own efficiently, and they manage it very well.
All right. Let's see how it goes. And the future of Lionel Messi has been on the forefront of Barcelona news. We hear that right now. Lionel Messi don't they learn bonjour, jumape, écoutez. Does that mean that him and the family they learn écoutez? Does it mean that they are going to France?
Imagine.
Really?
Yeah, imagine.
Because earlier today also, Ronald Koeman attacked the people there for Paris Saint-Germain. Say, made them know they put eye for him players. He made them leave them. They're not distraction.
They keep saying that there is no smoke. There is no smoke without fire, and there is always every atom of truth in every rumor. But we'll just keep our fingers crossed on and see how this actually pans out. Since Lionel Messi doesn't want to sign an extension contract with Football Club de Barcelona.
If now you go sign extension,
I don't go sign it.
No. But this Barcelona, the best way we go happen to Messi and make you just work and leave them with their problem. Carry them, just come out, because that Barcelona former president, he don't kill the club. See, if you like bring Ronaldo can't join them, they resurrect this team. No problem. In fact, it is easy for all the roads in Imo State to be good and better. Yes. than for this Barcelona. Why they see now to resurrect? Because the election itself, they don't push and go far. One problem too many of my. It is what it is. Let's see how it goes. Let's talk about former Arsenal boss Unai Emery. We hear say one buy football club. You want buy one club. The club name now Real Union. And his father Juan and grandfather Antonio Parajito, they were both famous goalkeepers at the club, and some fun. We had that because of that he won't buy the club. All the best to him. For the English Premier League, football authorities, they've sought to clarify a law that allowed Bernardo Silva to score a highly controversial goal for Man City against Aston Villa in their 2-0 win. That was last week. If you recall, City's Rodri was returning from an offside position when he dispossessed Villa defender Tyrone Mings, who had controlled an area pass forward with his chest. Rodri set up Silva, and City went on to score that goal, 1-0. Now, because of that, the people they just said, okay, that was the law. The referee don't make any mistake at all. But then, English Premier League, because say no, we need to change this law. Now, the statement from the Premier League added that, accordingly, if a similar situation to the one involving Rodri's impact on Mings occurred in a future match, then the impact would be penalized for offside. So they don't want to follow the law, the way of IFA advisor. They say, okay, for our own, if it happen again, it will be offside. Urge David.
Yeah, it's a good one that they've actually come outside for clarification, because this was something that caused lots and lots of rancor.
But the referee was spot on. Yeah, he followed the law.
Yeah, the referee was spot on. And it's also good right now that the Premier League has also come out to say going forward, moving on next time. This is what is going to happen. So it's clearly obvious for every form of clarification.
It's all good. Yeah, man. Michael Richard, that is what I'm talking about. If you know Michael Richard, Ogade, he has oversecretion of adipose tissue. Yes, Google. His former club, Man City, he said, if Man City can bring Diego Costa, join our team this January, Babe, we go win the Premier League. Do you agree?
Well, I agree.
They stop on Diego Costa.
Yeah, I agree.
That dressing room.
And also, Pep Guardiola is the kind of manager who can actually manage a player like Diego Costa.
To stop on people.
He might just try it out. But I think
it work between him and Ibra.
Yeah, it didn't. But
it work between him and what is that stubborn one from Ivory Coast? Yaya Toure. That one says you style stubborn.
But he can manage Diego Costa, and he's a manager who can actually
the animal.
Yeah, he's an animal, and also Pep Guardiola knows how to manage lots and lots of players.
All right, Sergio Kun Aguero has been off and on. Let's see how it goes though. My partner is Cosmos Chukwuemeka. The opposite of deja vu is Jamia's vu, and the big question is, which one will Arsenal suffer from tonight? In the English Premier League, they will be playing against Southampton away from home. The same ground where they knock them out of the FA Cup. The only trophy where people say that they sabi win, they knock them off. And now tonight, will Arsenal revenge Omoya? Like my Bible tells me in the book of Exodus chapter 14 verse 13 that the Egyptians you see today, hey, you shall see them no more. But the big question is Arsenal ready not to see them anymore? Because then, best way to make this comment was Moses. Do they have any Moses in their squad? Haji David, do they have any Moses?
They don't have any Moses.
So Southampton will beat them again?
I'm not trying to say that Southampton is going to beat them again, but it's going to be a very, very...
Obama Young is out of this time.
Yeah, he might be out, but there are still players who can actually do the needful for Arsenal.
For family reasons. So for them, they might decide to still put them on.
Once beaten, twice shy. So if Arsenal should actually let Southampton beat them this time around, when they actually dose them out of the competition that they are the Oga Pata, in fact they are the Oga Pata of the competition, and they dose them out of the competition and they still want to pack them one side in the Premier League, that means Arsenal has family problems.
Okay, Mikel Arteta says that Arsenal, we are focused and optimistic Grammacodia ahead of their game tonight. He said we are completely sure of where we want to go and how we want to do it. Make it up like say Cosmos Chukwuemeka the lie. Let's listen to Mikel Arteta. Yes, as they tell us say they are focused. Well,
winning games is all the time the best way to reinforce what you are doing, but in this game it's very dangerous just to focus on that. We are completely sure of where we want to go, how we want to do it, and then within the time and the experiences that we are having with our players, we can just manipulate, evolve, and change little things to try to get where we want quicker. So at the moment, I'm really optimistic. I think.
At the moment, I am optimistic. David, do you agree with him?
Well, I agree with him because every coach would want to be optimistic, and also every coach who lost out of the FA Cup against a team like Southampton, and he's also going to play Southampton again, would definitely want to be optimistic.
Crystal Palace takes on West Ham by 7 p.m. Same time, Newcastle United versus Leeds United, and by 9:15 p.m. it will be Southampton versus Arsenal. West Bromwich Albion, they will take on Manchester City. One game will go down in the FA Cup by 8 p.m. AFC Bournemouth versus Crawley Town, the cracker. That will go down tonight. Those are the fixtures. 0815-050-1073. Someone said I'm too fast. I need to talk like a robot. 0815-050-1073. That's the number to be part of the show this evening. Manchester United money don't they finish you. I will tell you after this call. Good evening. Hello. Talk to me. Booyaka, man. Oh my God. You're welcome on board. God bless your hustle. You go live long. You go jump. Oh my word. Somebody from my word. Shoot your shot, my brother, man. Shoot your shot.
Mr. God for person wey best you sleep. You go best wake up. Best you start the train. You go best reach where it is. After today again. After go lose again. That is a club wey beat Arsenal. They go see them today again. That rain go come up for Arsenal for this. And then for Barcelona, they are matter no sharp now. You know say no be every day wey be say person go to come back na wahala. They don't go the way they don't go fit come back. That president. Okay. Thank you.
All right. He say, Southampton, where do am to Arsenal go do am again, which means once they bear, he's always they bear. For Arsenal, Martin Odegaard has passed his medical. Yes, so he will be joining Arsenal Football Club. That's the second signing for Arsenal. The other one they go sign keeper with day reserve. This one, Adoku, the one where they need to even allow ball play. Yes, because this young man, talk about Odegaard, he has made just one league start for Madrid since September and made just one fleeting substitute appearance, and then a 5 minutes cameo against Celta Vigo earlier this month in the last 12 matches for Madrid. Personally, they play regularly. Now they don't go carry.
That is what Arsenal is always used to. And let's also get back. Let's also.
Good evening. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir.
This engineer country.
Engineer, you're welcome, sir.
I'm calling from Okibere.
Okay, shoot your shot.
You see, Arsenal wanted to leave that FA Cup.
Oh, they wanted to.
But today, you see how they are going to beat Southampton.
Okay.
They don't change their winning team. You see, the winning they had Newcastle back to back. Kane was there, and Saka and Smith. Listen, won't find a very good reading with Kane. He lost them. See, he will put all of them today and see what they are going to do. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. I like your spirit. I like the way I say forget. We intentionally lost that game against Southampton for the FA Cup. We don't to win them. What's it? How you gonna chop price from Monday to Sunday? We're tired.
When you don't say rice, na still the only food where you get. Now you say you without rice, you no go fit chop food.
Oh my word, man. Good evening. You're live.
It's fun and for
You're welcome, my brother, man.
You don't say Arsenal will win today. Arsenal will win 3-0.
You're telling me.
We don't play them with them too much. We don't play them with that tonight.
You know, say my grandpa talk say Cosmos Chukwuemeka. Woman wey sabi cry for burial, go also sabi dance for wedding. That's it. Yeah, 0815-050-1073. I wanted to tell you people something about Ekwe Sudan. I know you're itchy. You want to hear. Thomas Tuchel is flying to London today. I will be able to avoid quarantine so that he can take charge of Chelsea training session. But then let me tell you for free, Chelsea started that training session this evening by 6 p.m. Urgently will confirm for us whether Thomas Tuchel is there for that training ground. They train them. Good evening. You're live. Hello.
Mr. Cosmos Chukwuemeka, good evening.
Good evening, sir. You're welcome, Ogani. I salute you.
Yeah. You took the mock Arsenal. I don't know the reason why you are in studio, you took the mock Arsenal. Prove you wrong with this night. Arsenal will win Southampton outrightly by 5 goals to nothing.
Oh my God.
They come from home.
Okay.
That's my take.
If Arsenal beats them 5 goals to nothing, like you predict, Ogade, I give you 5,000 naira. 5 that's each goal 1,000 naira. I know be politician, if not for me can took 200,000. So take note of the last caller. If 5 goes to nothing, like you said, 5 goals, that's what the what's in the Spanish they call manita. Yes, manita is 5. Well then for Pidgin they call them waka. If you give Southampton waka, Oga 5,000 naira. Going ready to be done. Good evening. Hello. You're live.
Yeah, good evening, Cosmos Chukwuemeka.
I salute you. You're welcome, sir. God bless your hustle.
Yeah, my name is Gifted Gift, calling from Asao.
Oh my word, Gifted Gift. God bless you.
Yeah, Puyaka.
Puyaka, man. Welcome on board. Welcome.
Yeah, Man U will not go as much as Barcelona.
Okay.
Despite the amount of money Man U is owing, it will not be as much as Barcelona.
Barcelona
At least we carry them get home. Yeah, tonight match between Arsenal and Southampton. Southampton is going to do it again. Arsenal people, they like giving themselves false hope.
Oh my word.
They should face the reality. They are out of contention. They are just a mid-team club.
Aye.
For tomorrow, Man is going to do it again. We will still remain on top.
Okay.
Despite what happened today between Manchester City and West Brom.
All right.
Yeah, we are going to remain top again tomorrow. Thank you.
All right, but don't put your money for Arsenal losing, because I expect them to react. But then for Man United, they've dropped out of the Deloitte Football Rich List for the first time in 8 years, as the ongoing effects of the COVID-19 pandemic sees the drop in revenue projected the reach of £1.75 billion for the first time in 8 years. They are dropping. Now let's look at it. Let's bring you up to speed with that. I'm sure you're itching. Well, what's happen? Number one on my list this evening. Number one, Barcelona. Yes, they made money last season. Forget that they owe. They are number one this time around. £627.1 million. Number 2, Real Madrid, £627 million. Number 3, Bayern Munich, £556.1 million. Number 4, Manchester United is number 4. You dey talk say Man United no fit be like Barcelona, but you see Barcelona is even better. They are number 1. But then they are busy too much, my brother. When your expenses pass your income, you're in trouble. Puyaka, man. Welcome. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I'll salute you. What's your name, Ogami? Where you call me from?
I'm Peter, calling from Wedra.
Okay, Wedra. Go ahead with your contribution. Sina River.
Asma is sleeping at today.
What you talking about? Okay. Come clear. The vision is not clear. Repeat. Talk again, Naidefia. He won't use your garden take pack my soup. You know possible. Maybe my own yam go take cook your snake. You were coming with a vision we no clear. Say it loud. If you know the fear, it's a good amoya. Can we take some messages on Telegram? Do we have any?
Yeah, this one from Chido Richmond says, good evening, the Heka Master. Greetings to you, Mr. Ojo David. Please, Mr. Cosmos Chukwuemeka, where can I get your dad's book at least to read all that he has told you? Because I can see he has told you lots and lots of things that should be recorded in the book. By tomorrow, Manchester United will assume their place at the top. As for Chelsea, it's a big move for them to have a coach that has multiple of tactics than a coach that would always drink water each time his player scores and drink water each time his player he concedes, and he went on to loan his player called Drinkwater. Glory Man United, and we have come to stay and we have come to remain. Then this one from Engineer Frank, who just says that he's texting from Amausa in Douglas, where he says Eke Master, Southampton will do it again tonight by 2-1 against Arsenal.
If you want to know what my grandpa book day, my grandpa is the beginning that has no end. My grandpa is the infinity you've been talking about. My grandpa has no limitation like the river. My grandpa has no end. But people think say what end for Australia? He has no end about Yami. Can 2 divide 1? Is it possible? I don't think so. They call me Cosmo, the son of Chukwuemeka. Small body, big engine. Ororo Fakonga. Another message, can we take it? Is it possible? Alright, we'll go for another break. When we'll come back, we'll try to ramp things up. Don't think about touching the die, because Darling FM 107.3, baby, is the station, baby. You already know. On Facebook, we're live. Darling FM Owerri. Darling FM Owerri. Easy like ABC. Not complicated like LVG's tactics. Let's go.
Darling FM 107.3.
Some energy drink, they promise power, but
Ile boy no. I don't wanna.
Oh my word, man. Welcome back to the last lap of the show. In case you just tuned in, the program remains sports today, not tomorrow. Today on Darling FM 107.3, El Cosmos, the son of Chukwuemeka, still remains my name. It will never, ever change. Them know they shout up Nepal for London. Them know they follow Canada, go Canada. Erosion cannot carry Olumorok. Have you ever seen the moon overtaking the sun? Do you know why women know they follow negotiate bride price? Why? It has two branches and a long tail. Welcome back. I see I've urged David right here. I'll be taking reaction on the game going down tonight between Southampton and Arsenal Football Club. Yes, taking reaction on our Facebook page. Let's get down there. So far, so good. This is coming from Chikwado Dennis. I cite you, bro. Without you, there will be no radio. Only you. Now, wunderbar. Right on, he says. And for Humphrey, Emma. Good evening to you, the sports crew. Urge David. This one, you the wear my United jersey. He puts the laugh emoji. Now, Joseph Obasi. I feel really pity. Okay, the pity for Lampard. All I know is that this time he's playing nonsense. His team has been playing nonsense, but I still pity for him. Now for Chimezie Rest Ohiago, Arch David, this is why they put on this man, Jesse. Who are you in the movie? Okay. Drinking medicine for another person's headache. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
It's good to have you, sir. You're welcome. Last caller.
Hello?
You're live. Talk to me.
Hello?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Hello?
Oh my word, man. You don't be like Moses. We see promised land, you know, enter. Can we take another one? 0815-050-1073. Last caller, quickly.
Hello?
Turn down the volume on your radio set. Can you do that?
Yeah, this is Chijoke calling from Port Harcourt Road.
Alright, go ahead, Mr. Chijoke.
Yeah, the first time caller.
Oh, Puyaka, man. Welcome on board. God bless you. First time caller.
Yeah, I predict Arsenal and Southampton 2-1.
2-1.
Arsenal to win.
Okay, Arsenal to win. That's how much you can take for today's edition of the program. Urge David, we need to go.
Yeah, since everyone is actually asking the reason why I'm wearing the Manchester United jersey, the Bible says rejoice with those who are rejoicing and grieve with those who are grieving. So Manchester United, you guys are top, you guys are leading. Well, I want to keep leading. So up Man U for life.
That's the way they write the exam, no they fail. And like they always say, if motor jam you, now still motor they're going to carry you go hospital. Yes, that's a tumor of what I just heard. Join us tomorrow morning for the midweek edition of the program from 7 to 7:30 a.m. in the morning. You can also watch us live, Darling FM over in the evening. The show bounces back to your eardrum from 6 to 7 p.m. for Sports Today. My name will never, ever change. It remains the Cosmos, the son of Chukwuemeka, small body, big engine, telling you all, always be nice to someone who has access to your toothbrush. Thank you to DJ Paul, yes, our cameraman, DJ also, and also social media guy. God bless your hustle. God bless mine as well. Or bless my own more. Pass your own. Yes, I need to be this one. From me to you all, the space, love, arrivederci.